So let's talk about something I have been seeing online just recently. I go online, I see stuff, and I'm like, what did I just see? What am I reading? And this one is some people saying that reoccurring characters, supporting characters should not have storylines. It's like, okay. And as I examined and read some of their reasoning, I've come to several conclusions that I think some are valid and some I think a little crazy. Number one, I read some of this for shows like General Hospital and I think it was Days, but it was mostly General Hospital. Now, here's where I will agree. General Hospital has a very large, bloated cast. They have a large cast of people that are on contract. They have they have several tiers. They have the A list, the top of this call sheet, as we call it, the secondaries, then you have the supporting, and you have the reoccurring, the folks who come in for certain storylines. We see every once in a while. And I know there are characters, but here's where I get divided a little bit because there are characters that come in as reoccurring at first. Sometimes they're that's all they thought. They'll come in once every couple of weeks. They kind of support a storyline or support a character. They go away for a while, come back. It's just like they're there for that. I think like Diane, Liesel, Obrecht, Brad. There were a lot of characters that you love that came on literally for a couple episodes or an episode, and because of their talents, end up sticking around. And after a while, we all fell in love with them. And they get bigger and bigger. And some people, I remember Erica Kane, Susan Lucci said on her favorite speech, which won the Emmy, I was supposed to be on every other Tuesday. She was considered the ethnic girl in All My Children back in the 60s and 70s. And you see how big, obviously, she is. And you hear, I do enough of these interviews where I hear, oh, the role was for like 3 days. The role was for 4 days. The role was for this. And I've had many times Kathleen Gotti and all them on my shows who celebrating 10, 11, 12 years in the show. And some of them have had really big storylines. So here's where I get divided because I know people were getting upset about Brock hitting on Jordan, Diane, and Robert. And I have to, but no one was getting mad at Liesel and Scott or something. I guess some other story people other stories. And again, so I was like, well, I don't see what's the difference. So I wonder if it's just a mask of I don't like these characters or I don't like the storyline, which is of course everybody's right to do. You don't like the storyline. Trust me, there's storylines I didn't care for. But I think there's several things going on. You have a cast where they don't rotate. A lot of these shows don't rotate enough characters. Bold and the Beautiful is such a short show. You're missing these people you fell in love with, that the show got you to fall in love with, and you don't see them for months. You're like, where are they? Of course, some folks go on hiatus, they go on trips, they do other things, but like, there's not a regular rotation as it should be. I think with these casts who are pretty large of the regular characters, so I know it can feel like this character, Rick comes in. He's supposed to just come in and take care of Sunny stuff, but now him. But I'm like, why not? Max and Milo were kind of supporting reoccurring characters. They never got full stories, but Lisa Olbrecht did. They put a whole family around Lisa Olbrecht. Same with Trina. Trina was just a supporting character. They gave her a whole family around her. So I'm just wondering. I think it's okay to have reoccurring characters get a storyline. Or kind of do. I remember years ago, I think it was Karen Hesse and I were talking on air. It was on air in my house. She was always kind of wish maybe Spinelli be her son or something. It was the whole thing because they were so close, the characters and everything. It didn't happen that way, but I thought that'd be kind of funny. Epiphany had a son, Stanford, who was involved with Jason stuff, got killed. Epiphany was a recurring character, of course, became beloved later. I'm like, so I mean, it moved to the story. I feel like sometimes you bring people in to flesh out the city, the scene, whatever location it is, and maybe some of them get more stuff and you start seeing things in them. You know, was it Anika who's at Savoy right now? She's just at Savoy, but what if there's chemistry between her and a regular character on the show? Can she graduate to the next level? Why not? I mean, all shows are people that just they start one way and end another. But I do understand the lack of your favorites that you like who are on contract not being seen enough. And I've gotten criticism in the past, trust me, I know, of saying someone's on too much or someone's in every storyline. I've said that several times back in the past, got in trouble, stand by it still. Um, but I do, there are characters I do want to see. But I do also understand there are guarantees and this and shows. So I understand the business of it, but it does come across optically sometimes like I said, Lydia, look, everyone loves Selena Wu. She's not even hardly ever reincarnated, not even hardly. So I'm hoping again, like shows like Days of Our Lives went to streaming, so they're doing much stuff over there. And now GH has new writers coming in. So I'm hoping revamping is happening. I'm sure revamping has to be happening because every regime comes in and there's revamping. And maybe we'll start seeing some of those characters that we really do love on screen. Donald, you guys always share your thoughts with me, and I want to hear them again as usual. So just continue to share them with me. Daytime Today is on all social media platforms. I'm James Lott Jr. Talk to you next time.